my father and Melvin Tolson, who was a lifelong friend of his, were the first African Americans to complete graduate degrees at Oklahoma State University. He saw himself and Melvin Tolson as pioneers, but as very important test cases, because it was firmly his belief that had they not succeeded, had they failed, that that would have delayed the entry of African Americans even longer from being admitted to Oklahoma State University. Certainly, you know, he felt that the environment was pretty hostile, although, again, you know, given his military background and his level of maturity, he was able to handle that because he was on a mission, and he felt that that mission, you know, was a noble one, and he had to be successful. Of course, you know, my dad had been through, you know, a very tough conditioning process when he was a Tuskegee Airman. As you may recall, all of the training officers at Tuskegee Airfield or Moton Field were white officers. And so the black aviation cadets only had white officers as trainers, and the white officers were determined to weed out those that they felt were insufficient to be combat pilots or that were weak in any way. So my dad had gone through a very tough and a very stressful period of training, which really hardened him, you know, for trials and tribulations and tests of his character to follow. So in his mind, when he was admitted to Oklahoma State, you know, getting through the curriculum and surviving in a hostile environment was really nothing compared to what he had already been through at Moton Field. And so he was prepared. My father had already set the example for me, and just told me, you know, he would always say it was a whole lot tougher back in my day, and although it won't be necessarily easy for you, it won't be as difficult as it was for me. I've already blazed the trail. So you have no reason not to be successful. So, you know, get out there and do it. so that was my approach. Get in there and do it, and get out there on the field and do it. And you know, I think, you know, that's the lasting legacy of my dad. You know, he was proud to have been a Tuskegee Airman. He was proud to have been one of the first two African Americans to get degrees from Oklahoma State University, and he always wanted folks to know that you know, he did it. He opened the door. He helped blaze the trail, and he wanted everyone to take advantage, you know, of the sacrifices that he and Dr. Tolson made.